Have you ever felt like your relationship is too good to be true? Like you've met the perfect woman and everything is falling into place a little too perfectly? Well, I'm here to tell you that sometimes those fairy tale romances can be hiding some serious red flags. Today, we're diving into the 10 red flags that might indicate emotional abuse in a relationship, especially coming from a woman. You gotta understand, folks, abuse ain't always physical. Sometimes it's a slow burn, a manipulation of your emotions that leaves you feeling confused and drained. Guided by insights from a narcissistic abuse recovery coach, we'll explore these warning signs and help you understand what to look out for. We're going to break down each red flag, explain how it plays out in a relationship, and give you the tools you need to protect yourself. Now, you might be thinking, what's wrong with a little too much love and attention? Let me tell you, when something feels too good to be true, it usually is. We're talking about a whirlwind romance where she's showering you with compliments, gifts, and affection right off the bat. It's like she's trying to sweep you off your feet before you even have a chance to catch your breath. This can be a major red flag, folks. It's a classic manipulation tactic used to hook you in, make you feel special, and lower your defenses. See, healthy relationships take time to build. They involve getting to know each other gradually, sharing experiences, and building trust. When someone comes on too strong, too fast, it's a sign that something might be off. They might be trying to create a false sense of intimacy to control you later on. This kind of love bombing can be intoxicating. It's like a drug that makes you feel amazing at first, but then leaves you craving more and more. You start to depend on that constant validation and attention, and that's when the manipulation can really take hold. So remember, folks, healthy relationships develop organically. Don't let anyone rush you into something that feels too good to be true. We're talking about a relationship that goes from 0 to 60 in a matter of weeks, maybe even days. Suddenly, you're meeting her family, making big plans for the future, and feeling pressured to commit. This rapid acceleration can be incredibly disorienting and leave you feeling trapped. She might start talking about a future together, introducing you to her family and friends very early on, and even pressuring you to move in together or get engaged. This whirlwind pace is designed to create a sense of urgency and dependence. She wants you to feel like you're already in too deep to back out. It's about control, folks. By rushing the relationship, she's trying to bypass the natural stages of getting to know each other, where you might discover incompatibilities or red flags. Don't fall for it. A healthy relationship takes time to develop. Now let's talk about the savior complex. This is where she presents herself as a damsel in distress, someone who desperately needs your help and support. She might share stories of past traumas, difficult family situations, or financial struggles, making you feel like you're the only one who can rescue her. This tactic plays on your empathy and desire to be a good person. You start feeling responsible for her well-being, like you need to fix her problems and make her happy. This dynamic can be incredibly draining and unhealthy. You end up pouring all your energy into her needs, neglecting your own in the process. Remember, folks, you're not responsible for anyone's happiness but your own. A healthy relationship is about mutual support, not one person constantly rescuing the other. Don't let her manipulate you into becoming her savior. Now, sharing personal details is a natural part of building intimacy in a relationship. But when someone overshares very personal information too early on, it can be a red flag. She might reveal intimate secrets, past traumas, or deep-seated insecurities, creating an instant sense of closeness and vulnerability. This can be flattering, making you feel like she trusts you completely, but it's often a calculated move to make you feel special and obligated to reciprocate. She's creating a false sense of intimacy to manipulate you. By sharing her vulnerabilities, she's making you feel like you need to protect her and keep her secrets. This can create a sense of obligation and guilt, making it harder to set boundaries later on. Remember, folks, healthy intimacy develops gradually. Don't let anyone pressure you into sharing more than you're comfortable with, especially early in a relationship. Who doesn't love compliments? But when the praise is constant and over the top, it can be a sign of something more sinister. She might shower you with compliments, telling you how amazing, intelligent, and attractive you are. She might agree with everything you say, mirroring your opinions and validating your every thought. This constant stream of positive reinforcement can be intoxicating, making you feel like you've finally found someone who truly understands you. But be careful, folks. This is a classic manipulation tactic known as love bombing. The goal is to make you feel good, special, and completely dependent on her validation. She's creating a bubble where you feel constantly admired and appreciated, making it harder to see the red flags. Remember, folks, genuine compliments are specific and heartfelt. When someone is constantly showering you with generic praise, it's a sign that something might be off. Now, communication is key in any relationship, but when someone demands constant attention and communication, it can become a form of control. She might expect you to respond to her texts and calls immediately, get upset if you don't, and try to monopolize your time and attention. This constant need for contact can isolate you from your friends and family, making you more dependent on her. She might get jealous of your other relationships, try to control who you spend time with, and make you feel guilty for having a life outside of her. This is a major red flag, folks. Healthy relationships involve respecting each other's space and independence. It's about having a life outside of the relationship, nurturing your own interests and connections. Don't let anyone control your time or isolate you from your support system. Now, affection and intimacy are essential parts of a loving relationship. But when someone uses these things as a way to control you, it becomes a problem. She might be overly affectionate in public, showering you with kisses and touches, as if to show the world how much you adore her. This public display of affection can be a way to mark her territory, making it clear that you belong to her. Behind closed doors, she might use intimacy as a bargaining chip, withholding affection or sex if you don't meet her demands. This can create a power imbalance in the relationship, making you feel like you have to earn her love and attention. Remember, folks, healthy relationships are about mutual respect and consideration. Affection and intimacy should be genuine expressions of love, not tools for manipulation or control. Now, who doesn't love a grand gesture? It's romantic, it's exciting, and it makes you feel special. But when these gestures are excessive and over the top, it's time to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. She might shower you with expensive gifts, plan elaborate dates, or constantly surprise you with extravagant displays of affection. This can be incredibly flattering and make you feel like you're living in a fairy tale. But these grand gestures can also be a way to control you. By overwhelming you with gifts and attention, she's creating a sense of obligation and indebtedness. You might feel pressured to reciprocate, even if you're not comfortable with the pace or intensity of the relationship. Remember, folks, genuine love isn't about material possessions or grand gestures. It's about respect, understanding, and mutual support. Don't let anyone buy your affection or manipulate you with extravagant displays. Meeting the family is a big step in any relationship, but when you're rushed into meeting her family too early on, it can be a red flag. She might introduce you to her parents, siblings, and extended family within the first few weeks of dating, creating a sense of instant closeness and commitment. This can be flattering, making you feel like you're already part of the family. But it's often a tactic used to solidify the relationship and make it harder for you to back out. By integrating you into her family dynamic, she's creating social pressure and a sense of obligation. You might feel like you need to live up to their expectations, even if you're not sure about the relationship yet. Remember, folks, healthy relationships involve getting to know each other's families at a comfortable pace. Don't let anyone pressure you into family gatherings or commitments before you're ready. Commitment is a beautiful thing when it's built on a foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding. But when someone pushes for commitment too early in a relationship, it's a major red flag. She might start talking about marriage, moving in together, or having children within the first few months of dating. This rapid push for commitment can be incredibly overwhelming and create a sense of entrapment. She might use emotional manipulation, guilt trips, or even ultimatums to pressure you into making a decision before you're ready. This is a tactic used to control you and solidify the relationship before you have a chance to fully evaluate it. Remember, folks, healthy commitment develops organically over time. It's about building a strong foundation together and making a conscious choice based on love and mutual respect. Don't let anyone pressure you into a commitment before you're ready. Trust your instincts and take your time. Look, recognizing these red flags can help you understand and navigate potentially manipulative relationships. It's about protecting yourself, setting healthy boundaries, and knowing what you deserve. Remember, you deserve to be in a relationship where you feel respected, valued, and safe. If you recognize these signs in your relationship, consider seeking help from a professional. Talk to a therapist, counselor, or a trusted friend or family member. Getting an outside perspective can help you gain clarity and make informed decisions about your relationship. Remember, it's important to trust your instincts and maintain healthy boundaries in any relationship. You have the right to say no, set limits, and walk away from any situation that feels unhealthy or unsafe.